EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the foot of the Rockies, just west of downtown Denver at Empower Field at Mile High. Tonight, it's our first Monday night game of the new season, and we've got a good one coming up, as it'll be the Tampa Bay Buccaneers taking on the Denver Broncos. And off we go from Denver. Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23.
The Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
And here's Pickett to put it in the air off the bat. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10. Now a first carry for the former Tar Heel, Javonte Williams. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They stick to the ground game on first down. It's Williams. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
2 big runs here to start this game. How about the offensive line? They came out firing. Great leverage, great punch to get this thing started.
And now this unit on the move already. And whistle blown. A timeout here is taken, and it's taken by the kicking team. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. 2nd down and a yard. They'll stay on the ground with Williams. And a pretty good burst there as they get this across midfield and down to the 46. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down. Here's Pickett. Got a man open. It's Sutton. Only able to gain a couple there, and it's 2nd down.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
From the 44-yard line, here's a 2nd and 8. They try the left side here with Williams. Broken tackle. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 44 yards rushing for him now. What a drive for him to kick off the new season. You were telling me this yesterday. That's exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
Well, they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Pickett looking to throw on 2nd down. Touchdown! Marvin Mims, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Broncos are on the board here first in the season opener. Excellent start there. First drive of the season. Big-time success putting it in the end zone.
And remember, that was done without any real map of how to do it. In other words, the deeper you get into the season, you get game film to work off of, tendencies to work off of. The first drive of the season, things can be entirely different than what you've seen in the past. It's a really good job of execution by them.
Extra point by Sly is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Now Mayfield and the Bucs come up on 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. They start to drive with White, and he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. Well, if you look where that play starts, O-line versus D-line, that was a battle won by the D-line.
Yeah, and oftentimes it's won by quickness off the ball. Who can handle the guy across from them best? On that play, the defensive line did exactly that.
Mayfield to throw it. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
One down, only about 500 more to go this season. He would certainly welcome most of his passes this year going as well as that. Now that the first one is over, time to settle into a groove and begin the long journey towards Week 18 and hopefully the playoffs.
3rd and short yardage, Mayfield. And that will be incomplete.
That was the first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And the punt goes out of bounds. Where will they put it? They'll put it just inside the 45-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Perfect start to the season on their first drive last time out, able to find the end zone. Now we'll see if they can make it 2 for 2 here in Week 1. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
This is 2nd and 8. They run it again with Williams. And they'll hold him to 3 there as he takes this up to the 47.
The tackle made at the 47-yard line. It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 6.
Here's 3rd and 6. Looking to throw, Pickett. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Partner, we've got ourselves a ball game, and those guys on defense, they came to play. Slipped up on their first series, but they're definitely settling in now and letting it be known that points won't come so easy again.
Yikes. Terrible kick headed straight for the sidelines. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They were forced to punt on their initial drive of the new season. Now they're ready to go as they begin again with a 1st and 10. Throwing, Mayfield. And that's to the left sideline and incomplete.
And I can see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
Mayfield down. No, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. And Charles, it's now a 2-touchdown lead in the opening quarter. Following that pick six, they are off to a fast start in this one.
And absolutely ecstatic on the sideline after that play, aren't they? Not just because they've got the lead, but how about seeing one of their guys get a chance to take it in for six, already up a pair of touchdowns? They've got everything going their way early on.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. The Buccaneers in good field position here to start out 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Palmer. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. 2nd down and a little more than a yard here.
At the 50-yard line.
Running out of the gun with White. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Mayfield now from the 50. He's got his target. That's complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Mayfield looks to throw. On the left side, a catch by White. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. Now Mayfield. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And the Broncos are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points no matter what. At worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
Now a nice play defensively on 1st down as this is knocked away and incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
They'll try again from the 20 on 2nd and 10. Now Pickett. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And that will be incomplete. Try to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming on 3rd down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Pickett back to throw. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. And he'll be stopped here well short of the first down at the 24-yard line. Short completion, just 4 yards. And that's going to make it 4th down. The Broncos send out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. $40 yards on the punt, 2 on the return, and the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Tampa offense ready to get there.
Me once, when we were having a tough patch. This too shall pass. This too shall pass. And finally, we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they're having panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Mayfield on play action. And his throw here is incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Here's Mayfield. And this is going to be incomplete.
Like what I see so far with this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only got 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So not exactly the response they were hoping for, but they'll take the 3 to at least get them on the score sheet.
Yeah, now is not the time to panic. All is well. Somewhat calm. Only down 14-0. So continue to play your game, take the points when they're there, and put the emphasis on your defense to go out and get you the football back.
And they're going to have good starting field position. He's out of bounds, but not before he... The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Throwing on 3rd down. Here's Pickett. And down he goes. A Buccaneer sack. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And out will come the offense as they take over.
At their own 27-yard line.
Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get him 3. Now here they'll... And Mayfield again with the interception, his third. Brandon Jones picking it off. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. And that now 2 interceptions thrown in the second quarter.
And you know, a lot of people look at these guys and they think to themselves that maybe, possibly, they're still thinking about the first one. And they probably are. I think in this case, he's just trying to atone for the first interception. Tried a little bit too hard, maybe forced it a bit, and instead created a second one.
A little bit of space there for the first down run, as that's going to get him about 5 yards.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on first down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on second.
We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. Now 2nd and 5. Back to throw, Pickett. And he rifles one incomplete. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Pickett, he'll look to throw it. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Levante David. And the Bucs are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. One side gets an interception, but their defense comes on the field and picks them right back up by getting a pick of their own.
And I think you saw the same thing that I did, Brandon. As he ran off the field after making that play, we saw his quarterback seek him out and offer a personal thank you to bail him out a little bit as the offense takes the field again.
And he'll be wrangled to the ground right there at the 32-yard line.
First down, Buccaneers.
Mayfield now looking to throw on 1st down. A quick pass here to Godwin. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Mayfield on 1st down. Going up top. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Brandon Jones picking it off. And the Broncos are going to have it here just past the 25. Well, CD, you know, when you mentioned earlier about spreading the ball around in this game, I don't think you mentioned the guys in the other uniform. With 4 interceptions here in the first half, and several different guys have picked him off.
Yeah, instead of analyzing what's going wrong with him, throwing the football, while we look at the defense, they came in prepared, had excellent game plan, well scouted, and they're taking it away at almost every turn.
A throw left side to start the drive is complete. Well, that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down. Now they're going to speed things up here.
At the 32-yard line.
Pickett. This one swung out to Williams. And he goes out right around the 39. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
We've always talked about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
Oh, what a read on the outside as it's intercepted. And the Buccaneers are going to take over here up near the 40.
So rare to see any quarterback toss back-to-back interceptions in the NFL, regardless of status or experience. Whether it's him personally or just the offensive game plan, I think this defense is reading something out there, and they're holding the upper hand.
Mayfield's throw taken in by Evans here. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Any questions of how they'd approach this drive? Well, answered right there. They come out throwing, and they get a nice pickup here toward the end of the first half.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And the Broncos are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. Boy, they get him yet again, Charles. 5 interceptions in this game. You rarely see this, maybe a couple of times in a season, but this defense, they've been fantastic.
It's certainly an example of watching a defense that is in the zone, right? We use that term so often, but most of the time it's for people who are on offense. In this case, it's a defense as a whole, all locked in with each other, all ready to go. Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for 2nd down. From the gun, here's Pickett. Over the middle, it's complete. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
On 1st and 10, it's Pickett. And this one complete again to Mills. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And the half will begin with a touchback. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the 3rd quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
On 2nd down, they'll run with White. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They stay on the ground with White. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
2nd and 5. Mayfield going to switch things up here. In motion left here, one of their tight ends. Now a give up the middle. This is White. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. First down, here's White, taken down at the 47-yard line.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's second down and 8. White, he'll try the left side. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line.
Well, so far, this game has gone the way the defensive coordinator had hoped. They've dictated things. They've not let him run the ball very well at all. They gave up a nice game there. I doubt it'll back off their confidence. They've played so well throughout this entire game.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. To throw, Mayfield. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They looked like a different team here in the third quarter.
Kansas got kicked over that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And he'll be down close to the first down marker as he gets this to the Broncos' 26. 48 yards rushing for him now to this point. 3rd and 2. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got him there. Their first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 12-yard line. And they'll get 14 yards out of it and a fresh set of downs.
The confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's lap.
Now White lost the football. One of the linebackers has got it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So it's kind of more of the same offensively. This was a team needing to come out of this third quarter with a little fire. Instead, they put the ball on the ground.
And you know that has to be the discussion at halftime because they're down 2 scores. We got to come out with a little bit more urgency than we had in the first half. Now that urgency falls on their defense because they can't fall down 3 scores and hope to come back and win this game.
Following the fumble recovery, Pickett, he'll air this one out for Mims. Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete.
Oh, that's wonderful quarterback when you put both hands on your helmet and say, I can't believe I just did that. If he puts a little more touch on that ball, the receiver instead, it's just an incomplete pass.
On second down, Williams. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
What do they have for this? 3rd and 11. Pickett will look to throw it here. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just talking about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
So from their own end zone here, this kicks away. Fights through, and now a crease. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Trey Palmer, 49 yards. And the Bucs are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd.
They really capitalized on that one, didn't they?
Yeah.
Short kick, and they brought it all the way back.
Yeah, you start thinking, wow, maybe he can take it to the 35, get us in great shape. Heck, he just took it the whole way.
Yeah, no sense stopping when they're not going to stop you. Take it all the way in.
They're going to try and run. And he will get into the end zone to cut the lead down to a single point. I guess the coach looked at the two-point cheat sheet, said go for it, get it to a three-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call, and he felt good about what he had for a two-point conversion, and now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
At their own 25-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3-and-out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
So many offense want to include their running backs into their passing offense and be able to swing the ball out or check it down to them. But sometimes those guys are just not as comfortable catching the ball as they are running it.
2nd and 10, third quarter of the season opener. They give it to Williams, running right. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7, past the 30 to the 32.
Well, this play sequence was really kind of called in reverse. Incomplete pass on 1st and 10. Nice run on 2nd and 10 when probably everyone was expecting them to throw the football. Now, if you're the defense, what are they going to do on 3rd down? You're a little off balance.
Trying with Pickett here on 3rd down. That is caught. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. First time they looked his way in this game, he comes through picking up the first. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it. And the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Now left side on the swing pass. Calling a gain of 3 on the play. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Mims in motion left. Looking to throw, Pickett. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
They go back to the ground with Williams. On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. 78 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries.
I think there's a fatigue factor that's kicking in defensively. You know the will is still strong, but I think the offense is starting to bend it just a little bit, don't you?
Yeah, absolutely. It's looked that way. We'll see if they can continue this already strong drive. And they'll get him down inside the red zone at the 14. It's also a gain of 14. First down. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score. I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Here's Pickett. This will be caught at the 2. Well, the Broncos are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Big hook up there, forced to throw it on 3rd down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. Javonte Williams punching it in from a yard away. And the Broncos get an important score there to extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Now Joey Sly for the point after. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. Meanwhile, Mayfield's throw taken in by Palmer. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A first down throw for Mayfield. And now here is another interception. Brandon Jones picking it off. And the Broncos will take over possession here up at the 44.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 44-yard line.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. Now Pickett. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. And a nice gain of 21 yards. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Pickett back to throw. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Cortland Sutton, 36 yards. And the Broncos are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this 4th. It's caught inside the 25. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. First down, Mayfield. Steps away to his left. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. Now they got to get to the line quickly. 2nd down, Mayfield. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And the Broncos are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here. Maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
And they'll take a knee as the clock ticks down toward 50 seconds to go. And they will take a knee here. Well, partner, that'll do it. These week one primetime games, they always seem to have a little bit more electricity, a little more anticipation, a fun one tonight, and a lot of fun ones that we have on the road ahead.
And, partner, I love the word you just used there, electricity. Things were crackling out there, weren't they? And let's face it, both of these teams came in with the idea, get off to the start. Get off to a 1-0 start and get your season going. That could spark an excellent season for them. They've got that in their pocket now.
So for Denver, it's a great win here on a Monday night as they'll start the new campaign 1-0. And they'll get to stay.